Dear students, in this video I teach you about Norton's theorem and how to solve network problems by Norton's equivalent circuit. Here two circuit diagrams are given. One block circuit diagram in which energy source and complicated network and these two point A and B at the terminal point across where a load resistance RL is connected and a current IL is passing through this load resistance RL. And this diagram is the Norton's equivalent circuit diagram. Actually, this complicated circuit can be replaced by its equivalent circuit, which is Norton's circuit, and this portion is the Norton's circuit diagram. And according to Norton's theorem, this circuit can be replaced by its equivalent circuit consisting of current source IN in parallel with a resistance RL, where IN is the short circuit current across the point where load resistance RL is connected, and RN with the internal resistance across the terminal point, considering all the energy sources replaced by their internal resistance. That means here IN is the short circuit current across this point, that is through this terminal when RL is replaced by short circuited, and RN is the resistance inside the network at respect to point A and B. Thus, Norton's theorem stated that any two-terminal linear network containing energy sources and resistances can be replaced by current source IN in parallel with resistance RN, where IN is the short circuit current between the terminals of the network and RN is the resistance measured between the terminals with all the energy sources replaced by the internal resistance. Now we prove the Norton's theorem. That means the current through the load resistance RL in a complicated network is equal to, by considering Norton's equivalent circuit where current is passing through the load resistance is the same. Here we consider this network, that is two terminal point A and B, a load resistance RL is connected, and we here discuss in a block diagram, that is within the block diagram this type of network may be, that is resistance R1, R2, R3 and energy source V and internal energy resistance RS. We find current through the load resistance RL by using Kirchhoff's voltage law and Kirchhoff's current law. Here two loops. One loop, a current I1 is flows through this direction and current IL flows through this direction. From first loop, we use KVL and find the RS plus R1 plus R3 into I1 minus R3 IL. Here minus because IL passes through R3 along upward direction and I1 is downward direction, is equal to V. This is number 1 equation, and for this loop IL is passing through along this direction and across R3 is upward direction and I1 is minus the downward direction, that is minus R3 I1 plus R2 plus RL plus R3 into IL is equal to 0. If we solve these two equations, we find IL, and we use Cramer's rule to find IL, and that's IL is equal to RS plus R1 plus R3 determinant minus R3 to V0 divided by determinant of coefficient of current, that is Rs plus R1 plus R3 minus R3 and minus R3 and R2 plus RL plus R3. If we solve this determinant, we find IL is equal to VR3 divided by R2 plus RL into R1 plus R3 plus RS plus R3 into RS plus R1. To solve the current flowing through load resistance in Norton's equivalent circuit, we have to find short circuited current, and to find this, consider this equation, that is here load resistance RL is shorted and current passing through this terminal, say IN, and similarly we use KVL and KCL for findings IN. Thus from this loop I1 is passes through along this direction, and KVL equation is Rs plus R1 plus R3 into I1 minus R3 IN is equal to V, and for this loop KVL equation is minus R3 I1 plus R2 plus R3 into IN is equal to 0, and we find IN by solving these two equations, and which is given by IN is equal to determinant Rs plus R1 plus R3 minus R3 V0 whole divided by Rs minus R3 and minus R3 R2 plus R3, and you solve this determinant and find IN is equal to VR3 divided by R2 into R1 plus R3 plus RS plus R3 into RS plus R1. To find the Norton's resistance Rn, that is also internal resistance in between two terminal point, and to find this we consider this circuit, that is here power source V is replaced by its internal resistance Rs and R1 and R2 and R3, and this resistance combination, from this we see that the R1 plus Rs is parallel with R3, and this equivalent circuit in series with R2, that means Rn is equal to R2 plus Rs plus R1 into R3 whole divided by Rs plus R1 plus R3. This expression is the internal resistance, and thus we find IN and Rn. Hence Norton's equivalent circuit is this. Here IN is the current and Rn is the internal resistance, and terminal these 2 point load resistance RL is connected, and from this equivalent circuit we find current IL across the RL. First we find voltage across these 2 point, that is load resistance RL, and this is equal to current IN into equivalent resistance of parallel combination of Rn and RL, which is V is equal to IN into Rn RL by Rn plus RL. Thus load current IL is equal to V divided by RL, which is equal to IN RN by RN plus RL. Substituting the value of IN and RN, we find IL is equal to VR3 whole divided by R2 plus RL into R1 plus R3 plus RS plus R3 into RS plus R1. Thus we see that the current from Norton's equivalent circuit IL is same the current by using KVL directly. Hence our theorem is verified. Next, we give one example how to use Norton's equivalent circuit to find current in a given resistance. For this, we consider a circuit which is given by this. Here two power sources are connected, 24 volt and 12 volt, and network is R1, R2 and R3, and the value of resistance here R1 is equal to 6 ohm, R2 is equal to 1 ohm and R3 is equal to 3 ohm. Here we find what is the current passing through the resistance 3 ohm. And to find this amount of current, we use Norton's theorem. That means here terminal point A and B, that is considered it is as load resistance RL. To find this, we first draw its equivalent circuit, and two equivalent circuit also have to find out at short circuit current IN and its equivalent resistance at the point A and B. Hence, to find its equivalent resistance, we consider this network, that is two energy source replaced by its internal resistance or short circuited, and here A and B is the open, that is 3 ohm resistance is open, and look, 6 ohm and 1 ohm, these two resistance are parallel combination, that is two resistance is the common and these resistance are connected in this path. Hence equivalent resistance Rn is equal to parallel combination of these 6 and 1 ohm, that is 6 into 1 by 6 plus 1, this equal to 0.857 ohm. And to find the short circuit current IN, we consider this circuit, that is shorted this terminal, that is this, and say the current passing through this IN, and also consider the current passing through R1 is I1 and R2 is I2, and current IN B is equal to I1 plus I2. That's equal to, by using superposition principle, we find that I1 is equal to 24 by 6 plus 12 by 1 is equal to 16 ampere. Our equivalent Norton's equivalent circuit is this. Here IN is equal to 16 ampere and Rn is equal to 0.857, and load resistance, that means I want to find out the current through which resistance, that is 3 ohm, which is connected in these 2 points. That means we find current through this, and to find this we find the voltage across this terminal, that is current IN into equivalent resistance of this resistance Rn and R3, which is IN into Rn into R3 divided by Rn plus R3. To find IL, divided by R3, that's equal to IL is equal to IL into RN by RN plus RL. Putting the value, IN is equal to 16 ampere and RN is equal to 0.857 all divided by RN is equal to 0.857 plus RL is equal to 3. And after calculating, we find IL is equal to 3.55 ampere. Thus, we find IL by considering Norton's equivalent circuit. That means we find current by using Norton's equivalent circuit. Thank you for watching video.